Thank you, Madam Chairman. Let's face it, is anyone familiar with agriculture knows farming is energy-intensive business. So when the price of diesel, electricity, or natural gas goes up, farmers know about it, and they don't like it, and they tell us about it. Farming is a business of high costs and low profit margins, so it's not surprising that a significant portion of the agricultural community oppose cap and trade, the purpose of which is to raise prices on the energy that farmers use. Now, if cap and trade achieved its intended effect, that is to prevent the global climate catastrophe, then farmers would be the first to sign up for help. In my view, the farmers are practical people, and they see a problem, they want to fix it, and case closed. But if you're asking them to assume an enormous economic burden for a meaningless exercise, one that subsidizes big cities at the expense of the heartland, one that sends American jobs and taxpayers to India and China, one that puts American farmers at the disadvantage in the global marketplace, all for no impact whatsoever on global warming, then you'll get an earful. And what do I mean here? Well, the EPA Administrator, Lisa Jackson, stated to this committee just last week, if the U.S. chooses to enact cap and trade unilaterally without China, India, and other developing nations, which emit a significant portion of the world's greenhouse gases, then farmers will be forced to pay for a solution that doesn't work. Farmers understand what this means. It's all pain and no climate gain. Now, one thing I'll note about farmers, they are great stewards of the land. Farmers have partnered with the federal government to improve and protect thousands of acres of agricultural land, but they are rightly leery of cap and trade because they suppose environmental benefits supporters claim it will create are illusional. Farmers are also skeptical of cap and trade alleged economic benefits. Over the last several months, cap and traders, in a desperate attempt to reverse the inexorable decline in public support for the Waxman-Markey bill, have claimed that cap and trade will create economic opportunities for farmers. They say that farmers can make hefty profits by taking advantage of so-called offsets. These projects allow farmers to undertake certain agricultural practices, such as no-till farming, to keep CO2 in the ground and to get it paid for. But as farmers have discovered, these projects won't defray the increased energy costs and the devastating impacts caused by cap and trade. According to the Heritage Foundation, farm income would drop $8 billion under cap and trade, and offsets would make up less than 10% of the lost income. And many of the farmers, like fruit, vegetable, rice, and cotton farmers, won't be able to participate in an offset program because their crops are simply not suitable for no-till or other practices to sequester CO2 in the soil. They will simply be stuck with significantly higher energy costs. Also, consider a report by the Congressional Research Service, which recently confirmed that new EPA estimates of the potential for agricultural soil sequestration and no-till other practices are significantly lower than EPA 2005 estimates. In plain English, this means that the most viable tool for producing offsets, soil sequestration, won't be available for farmers in the amounts promised. And this is not just a small adjustment. This was a major adjustment, a change by about tenfold. I learned a good deal from this in letters sent by 120 agricultural groups opposing the House Waxman-Markey bill. This opposition, I should note, runs the gamut of agricultural sector, including the Farm Bureau, the American Farm Bureau, the Pork Producers Council, the U.S. Rice Federation, the National Cattlemen's and Beef Association, the National Chicken Council, the Council for Farmer Cooperatives, American Meat Institute, and the North American Millers Association. And I ask that all these be made a part of the record.
Thank you, Senator.